Shalom, shalom, shalom. All praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rekakadash. Double honors goes to the elders and apostles of GMS. Salutations to the hopeful elect. This is Arabiah coming at you with a quick lesson from the Chicago camp. I titled this lesson, The Man of Sin. So I got this video, and in this video, it actually proves, that the people that are in power right now, the so-called white man, Esau, is the devil. They are the wicked, and they put things, they had things in plain sight, and I pray that you guys can see that in this video. It's really, they had things right in plain sight. So I thought this would be a good video. I want to, before I play it, I want to read a quick scripture. I want to go to 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 3. It says, "Let no man deceive you by any means, for the day should not come except there be a falling away first, and the man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition, who opposes and exalts himself above all that is called God, or worship, or that is worship, so that he as God sitteth in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God." That's what they do. They want to be the Most High. So you'll see them delving into things that they shouldn't be. Changing DNA and stuff like that. That's what they do. So anyway, let me play this video. Check this out.
Are you still trying to figure out who that really is? Even after my first video where I make a pretty convincing case that this is no coincidence. But if you're still not convinced, hang on to your seats, because I got some new information, and it all stems from this beautiful statue constructed in 1848. You see, that statue is actually a statue of Lucifer, and it's called the Genius of Evil. And when you look closely, there are some pretty unmistakable similarities between this statue and a certain statue in the NYC. Let's start by examining this chain attached to Lucifer's ankle. Could that be a symbol of being imprisoned in the bottomless pit for 1,000 years? You probably have never noticed, but I sure did. A very similar chain attached to that Statue of Liberty. And when you look at the faces of those two seemingly unrelated statues, they sure...
You'll find out in the book of Revelations 20 that this was Esau. The Christian doctrine, they go off on, but the actual people that were bound was Esau for 1,000 years. So anyway, I just wanted to clear that up. And also, this earth was given unto the wicked, all the way from the beginning. Let's go to that real quick, Let's go to Luke chapter 4, verse 5. I'm gonna try to get to the meat of it. It says, "The devil take him up into a high mountain and show him all the kingdoms of the world for a moment of time." This is when Satan took Yahushai into the kingdom. This was after he was, he had been fasting for 40 days. Now listen to this. It says, "The devil had taken him up into the high mountain and showed him the devil had taken him up into a high mountain and showed upon him all the kingdoms of the world in a moment of time. And the devil said unto him, All the power I will give to thee, and the glory of them, for that is delivered unto me." So who delivered it to him? Yahweh. "And to whosoever I will give it." So that's still going on now. The wicked are in power, and you're seeing that. So anyway, let me let this video finish playing. The wicked are in power. The earth was given unto the wicked.
Bear an awful similar resemblance. And did you happen to notice what Lucifer was holding in his hand in that statue? A 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7-point crown? Well, have you ever noticed how many points are in the Statue of Liberty's crown? And did you happen to notice what type of fruit was hanging out in the bottom of that statue as well? And well, I really don't have to go here, do I? And although small, and at the very bottom of the statue, did you notice this torch laying on the ground? That torch that just also happens to bear a very similar resemblance? That torch that Lucifer, the light bearer, is often depicted with? Often depicted with right in plain sight? So much in plain sight that you probably look right past it and might even unknowingly be rooting for it. But nah, it's all just a coincidence. They just happen to look alike and have the same pointed crown and the same torch and the same association with an apple and the same chain. Just a big coincidence. Just the way this is all a coincidence too. No one really worships any fallen angels and pays tribute to them through characters that a lot of people look up to. Just like the Vatican would never actually call their telescope Lucifer.
Wow.
It's just all jokes. It's all for fun. It's all entertainment. But stay tuned for some more information on that. But like I said, this is all for shits and gigs, for your entertainment, because that's all I am. Satire and entertainment purposes only.
Wow. Yeah, it's you see that they take and they incorporate, when I say they, I'm talking about Esau, takes and incorporate a lot of their beliefs and who they are into their movies and stuff. So, you know, we're being entertained, not knowingly, by their wickedness. Job chapter 9, verse 24. It reads, the earth is given unto the hands of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? Well, it's Esau. You know, so a lot of, in the past, a lot of their lies and a lot of their trickery and their magic, so to speak, that they would do, you know, would be hid through the movies, would be hid in their ceremonies. But now it's coming out to the forefront, you know, so they can no longer hide a lot of their wickedness. Because of the internet, everything is being brought to the forefront. Luke chapter 12, verse 2. It says that, for there is nothing covered that should not be revealed, neither hid that should not be known. Therefore, whosoever ye speak in the darkness should be heard in the light. And what ye have spoken in the ear in the closet should be proclaimed upon the housetops. So that's what's happening. You know, you're finding out who is the wicked of the earth, you know. And a lot of this man, wherever he goes and whatever he does, it's always, you know, discourse, you know, and a world is mourning. I mean, the air, the water, you know, the food, everything is upside down and backwards because of the people that are in power. Let's go to Proverbs chapter 29, verse 1. It says, he that has been often reproved harden his neck and shall suddenly be destroyed without remedy. It says, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn. So, I mean, you notice that everything is in mourning. The animals, you know, that's because the wicked are they're in rulership, you know, and they're being exposed, you know. Let's go to 2nd Ezra, chapter 6, verse 27. It says, for evil should be put out, and deceit should be quenched. As for faith, it shall flourish, and corruption shall be overcome, and the truth that has been with so long without fruit should be declared. So that's what's happening. The truth is coming out. You're seeing a lot of stuff where they're taking their old mystical beliefs, their wickedness, and they're putting it in movies and making it where it desensitizes the normal people. You know, so we see this stuff a lot and we say, oh, it's just that. When really it's a high level of wickedness, you know. Esau is the end of the world. Let's get that. Let's stay right in this chapter. Let's go to 2nd Ezra 6, verse 7. It says, then answered I and said, what should be the parting asunder of times, and when shall the end of the first and the beginning of it that follow? And he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that follow. So this man is the end of the world, and his time is up, you know, and everything that he's done in the past is coming to light. You know, it's important that we must stay close to these scriptures, because this is going to be our stability. Roughly paraphrasing Isaiah 33:6. I want to give all praises and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rekakadash. Double honors goes to the elders and apostles of GMS. Salutations to the hopeful elect. Shalom till next time, Lord willing. Shalom.